Windsor is a vibrant, dynamic community with a wide array of intriguing businesses and interesting people. See what new businesses are coming to town. Hear about restaurants you haven't been to before. Learn the latest tips and tricks of technology. Find out what's happening around town. Get it all here on Windsor Today.
Hi, I'm Jane Garibay, Executive Director of the Windsor Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Marty McMahon, President of the Windsor Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to Windsor Today. In today's episode, we will be having Grab a Bite with Paula Pierce at the Beanery Restaurant. We will have John Waveris in our
Tech Discovery?
Our Tech Discovery. We will be having John Waveris in our Tech Discovery segment covering hybrid cars. And in our Business Beat with Gloria McMahon, we'll be over at Geisler's Supermarket. And we're also going to enjoy a new segment called the Historical Minute with Christine Hermens from the Windsor Historical Society. And Jane, I also wanted to announce the winner of our Passport program. We had a great turnout this year, and in our Passport program, first prize was a Pentium computer from PC Development, and that went to Linda Pandolfo. Congratulations, Linda. Our second prize, it was an Apple iPod, and that was to Samuel Burrier. And our third prize was $250 worth of restaurant certificates, and that went to Beth Abbott. So we'd really like to thank our 13 restaurants and our planned sponsors for this great program, and we're looking forward to doing it again next year. Speaking of community events, I guess we have some things coming up.
Yes, we do, Marty. On October 7th, we have the Chili Fest, which is partners with the Lions Club and their Art and Craft Fair, which is on the green at the same time. We also have added to it the Windsor Volunteer Fire Department does a fire safety program, and the Kiwanis Club does a canoe race for food. And you can get more of an idea of what's happening on if you go to our website at windsorcc.org. And it's going to be a great day. It runs 11 to 4, and it's not too late. We have about 20 business sponsors right now for booths. Would love to get 6 to 8 more. So if you're interested, please give the Chamber a call.
Great.
We also have Nightmare on Broad Street coming up. It's on Saturday, the 28th, and we have something new this year. We have a haunted bus ride.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's going to really be exciting, and that complements the haunted house and all the other activities on the green. We're partnering with the Town of Windsor and First Town Downtown, and same as last year, Windsor Federal Savings is our sponsoring organization, which allows us to give this free to the public.
So the parents should bring their kids down, they can do some trick-or-treating in the center, and then go to the haunted house for free. They can.
And the business will be opening up, and as in past years, some businesses that don't have a physical building in Windsor Center will be setting up tents and stations along the green to participate. And the library will be open this year, and we have Jay Morrissey and Company on the green, so we're looking forward to an exciting Halloween.
Excellent. Well, speaking of Halloween and food, let's go with Paula Pierce with our Grab a Bite segment over at the Beanery. Hello, Paula.
Hi, this is Paula Pierce with Grab a Bite, and I'm here today at the Beanery Bistro on Pequannock Ave at their new location, which is next door to their old location. They're at 645 Pequannock Ave. The Beanery Bistro has a surprising selection of gourmet sandwiches, soups, baked goods, a wide array of coffees from around the world, and they do a lot of interesting gift baskets and things. So let's go in and have a look. I'm inside the Beanery Bistro now, and I'm sitting here with Carol Engelman, the owner of the Beanery. Hi, Carol. How you doing?
Paula. Good.
You know, I've been looking at your menu, and I found a lot of interesting things that I really don't understand. So I'm looking for a little help. Things like the humdinger. You've got something called a Popeye and a cran. What's the cran thing?
It's the cran rummy.
Cran rummy.
Yes.
So you've got some interesting sandwiches. What on earth would I be ordering if I got those things?
Well, with the Popeye, it's obviously called the Popeye because it's filled with spinach.
Okay. I never understood that.
Yeah, it has other interesting ingredients like artichokes and Parmesan cheese and a few other items. I'm not going to give out all our secrets.
All right.
It's one of our more popular sandwiches, and you can have it in a wrap or on a roll, bread.
Okay. Now that makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, and the humdinger, I actually know this one has hummus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why.
Humdinger.
Right.
I got it. All right. And there are a lot of veggie sandwiches
Yes,
too.
it's a vegetarian sandwich. We try to cater to all our customers.
Oh, good. All right. So there's a wide variety. Also, you do delivery during the day.
Yes, we do.
And you're open for breakfast and lunch, I understand.
Yes.
Right. Okay. All right. And besides the regular delivery, is it people get their orders in by phone or fax by 10:30?
Yes.
And you'll deliver lunch.
We'll deliver.
Okay. And also, I hear you do wonderful catering.
Yes, we do. We do a lot of catering on a daily basis.
Okay. And parties and evening things.
Anything and everything.
Okay.
Baby showers to corporate meetings.
And I've even heard you do specialty if there are any dietary needs. A lot of people have different needs now with celiac disease and other kinds of things where you have to have special foods or exclusions from your diet. You can handle those kinds of menus as well?
Absolutely. Val's our expert. She knows all about foods and what's good for all those dietary needs. We have coffees from all over the world, from 32 different ports, both regular and decaf. Would you like to try some?
Sure.
Hey Val, could you bring out some coffee for Paula?
Sure.
Oh, look it, she's got a special treat for you too.
You are amazing.
Butternut coffee.
Ooh, great.
And a pumpkin cheesecake brownie.
Now that looks delicious.
She's been baking this morning.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. And you do baked goods every day, a
Every day
variety?
fresh. Yeah,
is
everything, our
exciting.
rolls, desserts, our baked goods in the morning, our bagels, our croissants are all baked fresh every day.
Oh, great. I'm going to have to take a look at those a little later off camera. You also have a selection of candies and things. I saw a whole array of malted milk balls in all different flavors and colors.
Oh yes, ever since the beanery
That's fun.
opened, they've been carrying the milk balls and assorted candies, but we've always kept the milk balls because we have a few customers that are quite partial to them and look for them on a weekly basis.
They can't do without.
That's right.
I know what
They're
they
delicious.
mean. Great. Well, thank you so much for having us here, and
thank you.
We'll be back. Thank you very
It
much.
was really nice seeing you, Paula. Thank
care.
you.
Thank you, Paula. That was a great segment. Now I've got some community announcements. The Chamber's Business Breakfast will be held on October 4th, and that will be at Raytel Medical Corporation from 7:30 to 9. Our business after hours will be at the Hairdressers on Fire, and that will be from 6 to 7:30. There will be a seminar called Women's Car Care, and that will be held at Spring Street Service Center in Windsor Locks, and that's going to benefit the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. And this will be the first of its kind, and there'll be more information about that on our website. Also, there'll be Jill's Jacket Fashion Show at Creative Fibers. That's one of two events they're running. That one's on October 8th from 5:30 to 7. Yeah, we didn't mention, Jane, that we're actually out here at the trailhead, and we have the dog pound behind us, so hopefully that's not too loud. Also, we'll have the Cherry Hill Trunk Show at Creative Fibers on October 10th. The Art and Soul Gallery will be having a focal point necklace class on October 13th after hours. And the Windsor Windsor Palette and Brush Club will be having a watercolor painting demonstration from 7:15 to 9:30 on October 10th. And that will be at LP Wilson Community Center. The Windsor Civitan's having their bi-monthly meeting on October 11th at 7 o'clock, and their speaker will be David Taylor from Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and guests are welcome. And I think that's it for my community
I've
events.
taken some of those classes, Marty, up at Art and Soul and Creative Fibers. We did the metallic clay. Paula Pierce, myself, my daughter, we went. It's really incredible, and you come out with some really neat things. And with Christmas coming up and maybe a
Good time,
homemade touch, it would be really good to do.
Great.
We also have a Women's Artist Collective show and sale opening at the Windsor Historical Society. It's called Then and Now, and that runs October 27th and October 28th. And you can get more information either off the Chamber website or the Historical Society, because they have a few other programs going on this month, Marty. But now I think we'll go over to John Waveris with Tech Discovery, and he's going to talk about his car. And
it's a hybrid car, right?
Is that hybrid? It's a really cool car, hybrid car, and I think we can all learn a lot about helping the environment and saving money.
Great.
So over to John.
Hi, my name's John Wavers from Invisible Gold, and I host Tech Discovery. This week, we want to talk about cars, hybrids, ways that you can get better gas mileage, because, you know, it's on the news all the time. And we have a lot of different experts about cars in Windsor, Connecticut, and in the chamber. Right now, I'm going to go up to Spring Street, just by the airport, and talk to Clark about what makes this car. I'm in a hybrid, a Honda Insight. Actually, it's been on the market for about 6 years, and this car, I can see on the dash here, last trip it got about 74.2 miles per gallon, and the trip was 38 miles long, so I guess it must have been a little highway trip. Let's see what we can get right now. Now that we're here at Spring Street Auto, just want to check my gas mileage. I just noticed that it was about 65 miles a gallon and just over 4.5 miles to get here, so not too bad. Let's go inside and see what people have to say.
Good morning, John. Welcome to Spring Street Service Center.
Good morning, Clark.
So what brings you here today?
Well, I'm with the Chamber in a segment called Tech Discovery, and I want to ask you a few questions about this hybrid car.
Okay. Shoot away.
Okay. Well, I want to know why I got 75 miles a gallon just now.
Well, part of that is because this is not like other cars. Not only is it powered by gasoline, but it also is powered electrically. Let's go inside and we'll show you some things about this car.
Great. Thank you.
Well, John, let me show you a few things about your car that's a little bit different than most cars. Your car is different in that, you know, first off, it is a high fuel efficiency car because the engine that it uses is very small. This only uses a 1 liter engine as opposed to many vehicles typically today will use 3 liters or more. But that doesn't mean that it has no power. It is assisted by power by the use of an electric motor. So in that way, you can get the acceleration that you need without necessarily having to burn up gasoline to do it. You use stored electric power, regenerated from braking, and also generated by the engine during coasting in order to provide that power.
Cool. So what's going on under here?
Well, you've got a lot of things going on under here. There's many technologies that are used in this vehicle that are also used on non-hybrid vehicles as well. Some of them are actually pretty simple. For instance, one of the things that we run into is that we found that over the years the thickness of motor oil has been reduced in order to reduce friction, and by that way it saves fuel economy. Your car uses a 020 motor oil, whereas typically cars used to use a 1040 or even thicker oils 20 years ago. So consistently over the years that's been reduced, and that does help to increase fuel economy.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see it says Honda. You know, Clark changes the oil in my car for me. I used to change my own oil, but I can't even find this oil. I guess I could go to the dealer. That's probably where
it is. Right? It's actually becoming more common in the aftermarket because other cars outside of the hybrids are beginning to use this as well. Non-hybrid Civics typically have a similar weight motor oil, so it's becoming more and more common technology. We also find that this Insight is a vehicle that has been around for a while and probably gets much higher fuel economy than other ones, but we're finding this technology has been included into other cars now too. That can carry more passengers. This is a 2-passenger vehicle, but you can actually now get Honda Accords, even pickup trucks with hybrid technology as well.
Right, we actually have a Ford dealership, Selig Ford in Windsor, and Ford sells the Escape, is that right?
Yes, that's one of the ones that they have that it has hybrid, and Ford is going to be bringing out more hybrid vehicles as well.
Cool. Okay. I had a few interesting questions for you.
Sure.
What can a regular person, say they don't have a hybrid right now, what could they do to get better gas mileage?
There's a lot of things that you can do to improve your fuel economy, and a lot of it is very simple to do. Doing things like maintaining your tire pressure is a very important thing. Other things like planning out your trips better so that you don't have to cold start your vehicle so much. We're now going to be entering the winter months and you have to go out and warm up your car. Anytime a car is cold, it burns more fuel than when it's warm. And so if you just do short trips where the vehicle never warms up, it's going to burn more gasoline than it would if you're doing longer trips. So say running out to the store for 5 minutes and going home again, you're going to end up using more fuel than you would, say for instance, stopping at 3 or 4 stores along the way. It would be much more economical to do so. And also things like jackrabbit starts, accelerating hard, and speeding on the highways burns up more fuel economy than it would otherwise do.
That makes sense.
So keeping your speed down is probably one of the big things that you can do with any vehicle to improve your fuel economy.
Cool. I have one more question here. We're having a debate. I'm going to do a test later. AC or windows down? Which gets better gas mileage?
Well, what they're saying is that they're really, what they're finding is really not too much difference between the two. Apparently with the AC on, you get slightly worse fuel economy, but it's really not much difference. Yeah. So it's well worth the investment, I think, to have the AC on nowadays. It's really not the difference that it used to be.
You might get a better job because you're not sweating.
Exactly.
Clark, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great.
Been good talking to you.
Thank you.
If you've seen our previous episodes, we have a trivia contest on each episode. And our episode 2 months ago. It wasn't 2 months ago.
Cut if you want.
I'm just going to jump right back in. If you've been watching our previous episodes, we have a trivia contest. And the answer to our first trivia contest, what movie was Carl Malden in here in Windsor back in the 50s?
Troy Donahue, don't forget Troy.
Troy, the Heartbreak Kid, right? The movie was actually Parrish, and we'd like to congratulate David Buchek, who answered correctly by going onto our website and hitting trivia contest. So
and he answered it.
He's going to get a $25 Chamber gift certificate, good at over 40 businesses here in the center of town. And for this episode's trivia question, we're going to go a real easy one. Okay, you just got to get your map out.
Well, easy depends, Marty.
Depends on where part of town you're from and what you know. But we want you to name the park that's in the center of town. This park's only 2 blocks off of Broad Street. It has a nice pond, a nice pavilion, and a little gym area for your kids. So if you go on our website, click on Windsor Today Trivia Contest, answer that, and you might be in the running for a $25 gift certificate.
Which is really great because you can go out to eat with it, you can put it towards fuel oil, get your hair done. I mean, there's just so many options to use those.
Speaking of food, now we're going to go to Geisler Supermarket with Gloria McMahon for our Business Beat segment. Off to Gloria.
Hello, I'm Gloria McMahon from Prudential Connecticut Realty with Business Beat with Windsor Today, and I'm here with Jim Malillo at Geisler Supermarket in Windsor on Broad Street. Hello, Jim.
Hello.
Nice to meet you again.
Yes.
I just want to ask you a little bit about your company here, about Geisler's and what you do here.
Okay. Geisler's has been in business as a company for approximately 83 years. We have locations, of course, here in Windsor, South Windsor, East Windsor, Agawam, Granby, and our newest location, it's been open a few months now, is in Bloomfield. We're a full-service supermarket, and we do big things in a small way. We're not as big as some of our competitors, but we still have a full service produce department, a full service deli with prepared foods to go if you choose to go that way.
And with our busy lifestyles that we have, it's an easy in and out. You get in and out fast.
Yep, it's ready to go, and they're very good, by the way. I take them home quite frequently. We also have the top quality in meats, black Angus beef. We can cut to order, a special order, anything the customer would like to have.
You also do parties, don't you?
We do parties. Yep, we do.
Large catering.
Yep, we do that. We have a full line of frozen food, a full line of dairy products. Just to mention, you just brought up the fact that parties, we pretty much can cater any kind of party, any kind of function going on, very easily. We can accommodate any of that, and we do a lot of business in that area.
Yes. Jim, can you tell me community services that you do? You do a lot of sponsorships, Geisler's handles. So I'd like you to talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, as a company, Geisler's is very civic oriented. We do a lot with all the organizations in each of the towns that I mentioned. The Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts, baseball, football, Lions Club, all the groups that come in. We work with the high school on a program where we hire individuals from the high school in a work program. And we also work with some of the different organizations like Willa in town. So we're very, very civic-minded, and we do a lot for all these organizations.
That's great.
And we appreciate. They come back and they shop us in our stores, and it's almost they're not just customers. They're almost like the friend.
Well, you can tell when they come in the door, you greet them by name, and you don't get that in a lot of the larger chains. But we do want to know what your challenges are, being a smaller chain than the larger chains that we see out there.
I worked for a chain at one time, and the challenges are they're bigger. They're taking up more space. They're adding different departments. Almost becoming supermarkets are almost becoming like a Walmart, where they're
department stores.
Department stores. So our biggest challenge is to stay focused, do what we do best, and that's customer service. Know our customers. Make sure we fill any needs that the customers have, and try to maintain the family service-oriented position that we hold in the marketplace.
That's great, because customer service is what it's all about nowadays.
Yes, it is.
Jim, if we were to leave today, and our audiences were looking at this and saying, what would I leave, just this segment? What would you leave with? What could you leave your audiences with? Just one thing or two things that you would want them to leave after seeing this segment?
I would say it would be more than one thing, but just to remember us as customer service, our ability to get whatever the customer requests, but maybe not at the moment. We can service all of your needs.
So if there's a special brand of something that you don't carry and they come into your store regularly, we could ask for that and see if that could be something that could be stocked on the shelves?
Yes, that could be. So the whole experience, I think, would be just the fact that we are a small guy, and we are very customer oriented, and that's I think if you come into our stures, I hope you see a difference. We're not as big as the big guys, but just overall, our quality, our service, our customer service, we try to pay attention to detail. So it would be all of those things, and do consider us, because we also realize that people are going to go out and shop, and they may make up a list and go to different stores. But take us into consideration, because we are local. It is a family-run business.
Yep.
It's homegrown, and our biggest asset is our customer.
Well, Jim, thank you very much for having us in today.
Okay.
And look forward to shopping here.
So now we're off to Christine for our historical minute.
Good morning. I'm Christine Erments. I'm the director of the Windsor Historical Society, and I'm very pleased to welcome you into the Historical Society for one of our wonderful temporary exhibitions. Our focus this fall is Windsor artists, and I'll tell you, I was astounded to realize how many amazing contemporary artists there are in Windsor. What we've done is create an exhibition called Windsor Artists Then and Now, where we have juxtaposed historical artists and art forms with the work of contemporary Windsor artists. And where we're standing today is an exhibition that was put together by Marilyn Hesse of the Windsor Palette and Brush Club. And this is an exhibition that's only on view until October 12th, so I'd urge you to come take a look. Windsor Palette and Brush Club, well, I guess first of all I want to just back up and have you think a little bit about artists. They work by themselves a lot, but when you work by yourself, it's a wonderful thing to be able to come together and share things with other artists. And so the Windsor Palette and Brush Club was established in 1961 to give Windsor artists that chance to come together, talk about their challenges. What they did was have a group show every year, and they've done them at the Windsor Public Library, they've done them at L.P. Wilson, and this fall the group show is here. And this whole room has a wonderful array of artwork from a variety of Windsor artists in the Windsor Palette and Brush. Then Marilyn Hesse put together an exhibition on the history of the Palette and Brush Club, and she's got some photographic shows that show you what it was like in the early 60s, some of their early meetings, some of the people that were involved. They designed the cover for the Windsor Exchange Club phone book that many of you have, and so they have original artwork from Al Beam of the buildings that were put on the various issues of the Windsor Exchange book. It's really a wonderful exhibition. You've got until October 12th to come in. Another wonderful opportunity that you will have if you sign up for it, we are running a Windsor 3D Artists bus tour. We're going to climb into a school bus on Saturday, October 14th, and we're going to go over to the Art and Soul Gallery, where Lizelle Crowley is going to tell us about the various stages in creating a piece of ceramic. We're going to go to Bill Hertzfeld's house and see a variety of sculpture that he's made, and we're going to go to Lon Pelton's and see, it's an amazing place. You have to hike down a pretty steep gravel road. It's about a fifth of a mile, so anybody on that bus tour has got to wear comfortable shoes, but we're asking for reservations for that bus tour by October 13th. It's only $15 for non-members, $10 for members, and it will be a day that you'll never forget. So I think that's about it for now, but I'm very pleased that the Chamber is offering us this opportunity, and we'll be back and we'll show you other things that we're doing at Windsor Historical Society. Thank you very much, and do come visit. For more information or to purchase tickets, give us a call at 688-3813 or visit our website, which is www.windsorhistoricalsociety.org.
What we're going to be doing is on our next episode, our Tech Discovery is going to discover solar power. Our Grab a Bite with Paul Pierce will be at the Taste of India. Our Business Beat with Gloria McMahon will be looking at the J. Morrissey Company, which is the now in the Huntington building on the center green. And then also we're going to have another surprise for the Historical Society for our Historical Minute. So we'd like to thank you for viewing tonight and have a great day.
Thank you.